What's up, y'all? So I'm trying to put my hair up for work real quick. So it's like, dang, it's annoying having long hair. Working with kids, they like to pull. Well, I do behavior therapy, so I got punched in the jaw yesterday. I should have saw it coming, but it is what it is. But like, it gets down sometimes. You can't see it, but I got like a scratch on my chest right there from yesterday too. Like, we get thrown down with. But it is day 51 of retaining our seed. What is our seed, you ask? Seminal fluids, our semen, our sperm, whatever. Because I guess it's semen because it's not really sperm because it hasn't been made to sperm. But semen retention. 51 days. It's funny because when I was doing this over the summer, a friend who called me out the blue after like 3 weeks, we hadn't talked in a minute, and we were talking, and I brought up semen retention, and she was just like, oh, like, no, and no, no shade to nobody, because it's all love, but like, it's just funny because, I don't know, I'd be wanting to hear women's perspectives on these things. But she was just like, oh, you're on that side of YouTube, or you're on that side of the internet or whatever. And I was like, what you mean? And then it's just like, oh yeah, the manosphere, red pill, all that stuff. And to be honest, like, I wouldn't say I'm on that side, because you can't box me or pin me down with anything. I watch every type of content, not saying like I watched red pill and like all that stuff. Like, I feel like every man goes through that period where they do come across those videos and see them, but like, I wouldn't say that's like what I watch. Because I mean, I watch like a lot of divine masculine, divine feminine content, a lot of like retaining content. That's not what I wanted to make this video though. I wanted to make this video just because like, through 51 days of retention, I just wanted to talk about some more things that I didn't really get to touch on in the last video. Like, I feel like my awareness, I was already somebody that was super duper aware, but now it's getting to the point now to where like, I feel like every single time something happens now, like, my brain stops and processes, okay, this is why this happened and this is why this happened. Like, I was talking to somebody at work yesterday after she asked me a question, and I answered it, and then as I was rebuttaling or beginning to say something else, like, she just like tuned out and was scrolling on her phone, and I stopped talking and she didn't even like look up or acknowledge. So I was like, all right, cool, yeah, whatever. Like, I noticed on this journey, and not even this journey, because again, I don't want to make it seem like it's this like, oh, exclusive, like, but I'm gonna sit down. But it is definitely like interesting because you are aware of more things. Like, it made me aware that like I sometimes can be very wordy and I talk a lot, which is why I have a YouTube channel, so I can talk for 10 minutes uninterrupted. But yeah, it's just funny because I know there's a lot of people that are like that. Like, they don't show interest in you whatsoever, like, at least verbally, when it's time for you to express your interest. But a lot of people, like, physically, I've been like catching so many people like checking me out, like, at work. It's funny, at like the store or whatever. But every time I try to like converse or like say something of substance or meaning, I can tell people are either not interested, or it's like they don't really want to be, I don't know. I guess not interested is the only thing you can really say. But I think it's funny because my strength has been like probably the thing that I would say I've enjoyed the most. Like, I had a workout plan at the beginning of the year to like work out all year and get in good shape. And thankfully, my brother moved in with me. Well, we moved in together. So we go to the gym. We have gym membership. So we go there, YMCA, basketball, play, all that. I'm always walking, running. But when you're retaining, it makes those things easier. You have the willpower to do those things. And it just, the soreness isn't there. Like, I do these things called 20 to 1s, which is just 20 push-ups down to 1. I do it every morning before I go to work. And that's like 200 and, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 210, 215 push-ups, something like that. And I was telling my coworker yesterday, one of them, like, oh yeah, I do that every morning before work. She was like, what? That's a lot of push-ups. And in my head, I'm like, that's nothing. Like 20, 19, 18. I guess if you think about it, yeah, it can be a lot, but it's not like I'm doing it in succession. I do it, take a break, and then whatever. But yeah, like that was really good. Like, it was like 40 degrees the other day, and I went to work no jacket because I walked to work, and like I felt so good. Like, it felt so good just embracing that cold. The cold gave me like an extra sense of like drive for the day. Like, oh yeah, like let's get into the day. Like, ooh, wake me up, officially wake me up, not like slodging to work. Like, oh man, here we go, gotta walk to work, you know. Another thing I will say too is, like, again, it's just helped me like plan things and be more spontaneous with like social settings and things like that. Like, I agreed to go somewhere with a friend this weekend, which is like really cool, because normally, like I said in the previous video, I'll be quick to say yes to something and then really not want to go. So 51 days of retaining has shown me like the importance of like commitment, because like I have like a Capricorn in the 6th house, so like a lot of like the planets I have in Capricorn are like rebellion planets, like planets that want to revert from the status quo, but also like run from that commitment, to be honest, because Capricorn is like the discipline sign. So like I have karma around discipline, so like it is cool just being able to be more intentional, being more like accountable, especially with your relationships with people, because what you don't want to do is make it all about you. Like I said, I just recorded a video a little bit earlier about like friendships and all that stuff, and how like you shouldn't project what you want your friends to be onto them, because they're themselves. So you either meet them where they are or just don't be friends with them. Yeah, and then I will say too, like, diet has been like absolutely incredible on this. Like, essentially this whole time I've been vegetarian. I'm not gonna lie, I did around Thanksgiving eat some food, but eat some meat, but only because like my mom made it. So like, you know, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, do my mom's thing, but aside from that, I've been pretty good. I would say diet has been incredible. Like, I've been so lean, but like still been able to build muscle, just because even though I don't really have alternate sources of protein like as frequently as I should, like I've cut out like excess snacks, excess juice, sugar, like salt, all that stuff, and I kind of just eat when my body's like we should eat. So it's kind of like fasting in a way. Like, I can go like a day and a half, 2 days without eating before my body's like, all right, bro, do something. And normally I would probably practice this more often, but working with kids, like you do need to fill your stomach. All right, my bad, y'all. My storage went out. But I was saying, like, I need to delete some stuff. But you do need that energy to fill your stomach, because working with kids, behavior kids, especially on the spectrum, is no joke. But, like, I have to go to work soon, so I do got to cut this short. But, yeah, I just want to come on here, you know, 51 days. I don't know if y'all can tell. I can see it, like, I can just see, like, I feel different. Like, I feel different. I feel confident. Me a month and a half ago would have never had the balls to make this type of video, just because, again, like when you put semen retention, when you put these labels on things or whatever, and you see like negative reactions and like connotations that come with these, you don't want to be associated with that when you're in lower states. But as you gain confidence, you're understanding that these things bring awareness, and you're just helping people reach their fullest potential in ways that you feel work based on how you've reached your potential or are reaching that potential. So we're not afraid over here. We don't care what anybody got to say as far as like this journey. People like to say this is the negative side of YouTube. Like, people like, especially like with men, anytime a man is like better, damn storage keep cutting out. But I was saying, anytime a man wants to mentally or physically better his health, it can be misperceived as like, oh, like it has something to do with like excuse me, trauma response to something a woman has done, or like something somebody's done in your life to hurt you. And I don't think that's true. I think a lot of us just are misled growing up, and thank God for YouTube, because we have those people that can, myself included in that can teach us the ways and show us like a different side of life, as opposed to just everybody's doing the same thing. Like I said, watching porn, watching things to do with sex, mindlessly dating, eating junk food, bullshit, like watching gossip, reality TV, spending all day playing video games, listening to no negative, low vibrational music. Like, semen retention is important because it just awakens your eyes to these things. And even if only one person cares about this, like, I'm glad you care, because we in this together. Anybody that cares, like, about their health for real will, like, see something like this and go, oh, that's what I needed. And I just want to be living proof that, like, if you know me personally, you know how I can be. Like, I want to be living proof that, like, this is, like, genuinely, like, one of the best things that a man could, like, do in his life, just retaining. And I'm not saying don't ever release your seed again. Just do it with intention. Like, I don't plan on ever doing that again, to be honest, unless, like, I'm procreating. At this point, like, I do want to have children, so, like, I could see it in the next few years, but, like, I want to have the best seed, best child possible, but also just, like, be the best version of myself first and foremost, because this is my life before anybody else's. So yeah, that's all I had to say, because I feel like the storage is gonna bug up again. So 51 days of semen retention. I didn't think more than 27 days was possible over the summer, but we've almost more than doubled that. So, like, I'm probably gonna celebrate sometime next week. Like, we'll probably, like, actually, like, sit down and, like, get a topic and, like, go a little bit more into this topic, because I do want to make these these type of videos, because this is a lot of the content that I've been consuming lately, is, to be honest, like, and not necessarily like because it's sides of semen retention where it's like, oh, you want to attract women and you want to be like a stud and you want to have all the chicks, and it's like, look, I've never been that type of person growing up anyway, so thankfully there's that other side that talks about the spiritual benefits. Like, I'm a creative first and foremost. So, like I said, the creativity has been, like, on 1000 lately. Like, I just planned something that, like, I'm so excited in the future to announce. And I never thought, like, we would be at this point with our music journey, but through hard work and discipline and dedication, we got there. And also just, like, I don't know. I just want to say I love y'all. I want to continue to spread love and just be the best version of myself that's possible. And I know we got a ways to go, but it's a good thing we're on that way. And I encourage any man that is in that cycle and trap of watching porn and constantly masturbating and ejaculating and all that, like, just give yourself 7 days and see how you feel after 7 days. See how the world around you changes after 7 days. See how much stuff you attract towards you. I'm talking gifts. It could be women, could be friends, could be animals, babies, like, money, whatever. Like, you just never know. God's blessings are in retaining our seed. So, till next time.